as social creatures, it is our nature to compare ourselves to one another. If someone says, "Oh, I have a freckle on my arm," we tend to look right away and say, "Do I have a freckle on my arm?" And that in itself is natural. It's when we start to make judgments about what that might mean that it becomes harmful or can become harmful. We are in a culture now that talks about like finding your voice and being authentic. And yet we are still making judgments about not being like someone else in some
Yeah.
way, which is really interesting. I find that really paradoxical. And that in itself can harm the relationship that we have with our true authentic self and
Absolutely.
create a barrier to our own voice. So when we start using comparisons as a way to decide how good we are or how bad we are, then we inherently are going to harm the relationship we have with ourselves. It becomes abusive. It becomes that somebody else decides whether or not our authenticity is good enough or bad enough, yet we are trying to lead ourselves back to that somehow or another. And it can be really disorienting internally